Welcome to your home for empowered living, healing, and awakening. Welcome to the Creation Center.
Let's say that we are no longer in a communication with the person that we'd actually want to do some form of apology for. And let's say even more so that the person is dead, okay? So how do we actually go into that state of being able to clear that up from an experience standpoint? How do we actually offer a state of apology and a state of forgiveness, a state of love, a state of integration in the experience? Okay? And this is huge because when it comes down to reincarnation, you start a relationship with love, you end a relationship with love. If you end a relationship and you don't end it with love, you are guaranteed another lifetime with that person again. Okay? Yeah. So, that one always panics people. They're like, oh my God, but so-and-so's dead and I don't ever want to be with them again. How do I fix this? I talk about this awful lot, actually, because this seems to be one of those things that keeps coming up, right? So you can literally sit there and you can write a letter to their soul and you can put it in the fire and burn it. The thing is that if you do this, it's like, I truly apologize for my interactions with you. And please know that every experience that I had with you, though it created tremendous strife within me or harm or anything else you want to say, ultimately it has been one of my greatest teachers. Thank you. And that's one of the bigger pieces. Ultimately it's been one of my greatest teachers. Thank you. And here's the kicker, you actually have to mean it. I have written that letter, like I had said before, multiple times, and basically, it came out with, it was really brilliantly written, but ultimately across the top of it said, bullshit, I just don't want to reincarnate with you. I have to do this multiple times, right? And this is one of those things, it's like, and it's because I wanted to be right so badly that I didn't want to let go of the pain, and I didn't want to actually step into a state of forgiveness and actually seeing, I could see where I learned from all of the experience, I really could. I just didn't want to let go of it because I was completely and utterly addicted to that particular piece, right? I based who I was as a being on that piece. I based my interactions with others on that piece. I literally held back my own light and made great excuses around that because of that piece. How many of you have found yourselves doing that before, right? Exactly. Ultimately, all you're doing is punishing yourself. And you're going to have another lifetime with them. Really, you're punishing them too. But that's okay because they deserve to be punished, right? I'm playing. Like I said, it gets so heavy, I just have to play a little bit or else it's just too intense. This is awesome. Okay, so nobody ever asked me this. I'm so happy that you did. Okay, what happens is that if you've truly forgiven them and you love them, you can bless them as a soul. And so that they don't have to come back, if you're choosing not to incarnate again, if you can, there's no tie that you have to come back and be with them. You can be free. However, if for some reason you do wind up incarnating again, what will usually happen is they'll wind up being in your field somewhere so that they can do good for you, to actually burn off their karma in this life that they've had with you in this lifetime. Okay? So all of a sudden, they could just be somebody who offers you the most amazing job or just helps you out just when you needed it, and they can actually balance themselves out that way. Okay? Great question. Thank you for asking.